Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a return watcher, welcome back. Today we're going to be making this amazing recipe. I'm going to be making some spicy stew with some fried beef. Let's get started with this amazing recipe. I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and click on the notification buttons.
Manipulate my love, I know holy, and I know that careful. That the Baba fry yo, my yo, don't cry yo. And if you go and shadow, and if you go and shadow, and if you go and shadow, and if you go and shadow.
Now that we've gotten all the ingredients out the way, we're going to get started with pouring our vegetable oil into the pot, then adding in some onions and stirring that in so that we can heat it up, fry it up a little bit before we're going to go ahead, cover it to sit up. And after that, I'm going to be adding my diced tomatoes. This is one of the secret things I use in making my stew. Maybe not so secret anymore, but this really is effective to the taste and the base of the stew and the added flavors that it actually gives before I go ahead and add some seasoning to it. This is my hunger seasoning. This is some chicken seasoning. I think that's the name. I got it from Nigeria, but you could get it at the local African market if you search hard enough. So I'm putting all that hunger seasoning and that chicken flavor seasoning into my diced tomatoes and onions and the base of the oil. So I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit so that all the flavor gets absorbed before I reintroduce my blended pepper mix back to the pot. Oh, now this is the kickstarter. So after I introduce this into the pot and I mix the diced tomato base and the blended pepper, I'm just going to mix everything up thoroughly before I start adding my seasoning. I'm just adding my regular chicken bouillon seasoning to add more flavors to this stew, and I'm going to make sure I stir it up completely so that all the flavors are marinated in and absorbed completely. Then I'm going to cover the pot and I'm going to let it cook for a little bit. After letting my stew fry properly, I'm introducing the beef into the stew, and what I'm going to do is make sure that all the flavors of the stew and the beef are marinated together and absorbed properly. And I'm just going to give this a proper stir so that everything is cooked together, and I'm going to let it sit in for a little bit before I check on it. Look at how bubbly and how nice and fried this stew looks. You have to take your time to fry the stew properly, and it helps when you have a non-stick pot that is not going to burn your stew instantly. So this is a non-stick pot that is helping me with the process of frying my stew very properly. This is like 15 minutes of frying. Look at how good and juicy this looks. After letting the stew fry properly, I'm adding my beef stock just to loosen the stew up a little bit. After adding my beef water to loosen up the stew, I'm still going to let it cook for a few minutes, and that's it, guys. Stew is ready, and now it's time for me to plate my food. I have some white rice here. I'm going to be pairing this spicy beef stew with some white rice. Guys, let me know how you feel about this recipe. Are you going to recreate this? Is this something you're going to eat? Do you love watching this? Did you enjoy my video? If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know how you guys feel about it in a comment. Thank you so much for watching.
Shadow.